Jurassic World Rebirth had its first trailer finally released today, and it gave us kind of a glimpse into the future of Jurassic World and what Universal has been cooking all this time. And I gotta personally say, this was a good trailer. I think this is exactly what we needed, especially after Dominion. And after months of waiting for this trailer to finally release, I figured today let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, see everything it has to offer, what's the story, what's the new cast, what's the new dinosaurs, and even then, what's all the new Easter eggs, like this one right in front of us, with the skeleton resembling the T-Rex from the first movie, and When Dinosaurs Ruled the World, the exact banner from the first movie. And even as you see, it even falls a little bit. Oh, my mouse is not done the thing, please play. There we go, and it falls. This is also where we meet Zora Bennett, our first main character out of, like, I guess 2, technically? She's gonna be part of this Avenger team. Mission specialist team here that she is. She's the mission specialist of the team. This is also where we meet our second main character, Dr. Henry Loomis. I suppose he's gonna be the one that knows how to distract the DNA, so they need him for the team to get to the dinosaurs, extract them, know what dinosaurs they're looking for probably. But he's gonna be the one who probably locates the dinosaurs, figures out, you know, which dinosaurs they need, how to get the DNA. You kind of do see that a little bit in the trailer. He has the knowledge, he's the brains, and I'm guessing Scarlett Johansson's probably going to be the brawns of this movie. And then this, I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if they say it in the trailer, but this is the person that's going to be putting the team together. I have a feeling he's going to betray them at the end. You know, they're sending him out. I have a feeling that, you know, the dinosaur DNA isn't exactly going to cure a heart disease or whatever it is in this. Something else to point out in this shot here is this, interestingly enough, skeleton of a it might not be a triceratops, but it looks a little bit similar. I don't know if it's for sure, but was this the skull from Lockwood Manor? It would definitely be an interesting Easter egg. I don't think it is, though, if we're being honest, because I think this is definitely a Triceratops skull. And then obviously next in the trailer, they talk about, you know, how it's going to be a mental breakthrough, how it's going to save lives. And we get to see this lovely shot, the shot that confused me on Monday. What was this dinosaur? Well, it was none other than, of course, what I was wrong about. Please hurry up, thank you. Titanosaurus. Unfortunately, it wasn't Diplodocus, but I'm happy with Titanosaurus. And you can actually really see the sides of his tail, by the way. Look at this tail. This thing is a whip. This thing is long. And yes, this is definitely Titanosaurus, and I love the design of it, by the way. It's got these nice fins on it. It looks very cool. The tail shrinks down, and it's very long, and there's 2 of them, and I love to see him in the long grass. It's going to be very interesting how they get the DNA. I'm pretty sure that this is the creature that they have to get DNA from, because I think the thing that they have to gather it from is the largest land, largest sea, and largest air creatures. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the largest land one, no doubt about it. If not, this is probably just some sort of beauty shot. And then you actually see Scarlett Johansson down here. She's hiding in the long grass. And then the lovely Universal logo, just the tiny touches I love to see. It's in the color of the Rebirth logo, and they even have the Universal text in Jurassic Park font. Love the little touches there.
There's only been one blade. There's only ever going to be one blade.
This is the scene that they're going to be probably going to hire some people to bring them to the island. They say something very interesting about the island. It's like, yeah, nobody's stupid enough to go there. So they have to travel to the island, and obviously there's a bunch of structures there, and they bring the team that they gathered, and this is obviously, I believe, going to be Site C, right? The Site C was pretty much the place in lore where they dumped all of the defects, failed experiments, all that stuff. This is obviously that, right? They obviously don't call it that, but it's an unknown island. It's not in the I don't think it's in Las Cinco Muertes, right? It's not in the 5 Deaths. But here we actually have something interesting. I don't know if you missed this or not, but if we look at this raptor here, it's got 2 heads. You can clearly see that. So here's the thing, and we obviously see mutants later in the trailer as well. Is this the raptor that goes into the later chase sequence? That is definitely an interesting question that I want to know about. Leave a comment down below if you think that we're going to get chase scenes with 2-headed raptors. That would definitely be very fun. We have Dr. Henry looking at some embroids or whatever. And then obviously probably Scarlett Johansson gearing up to get some DNA here. And then obviously a joke about, you know, oh, you want to get it from the parent? Why? It's the size of an F-16. And then there's this temple. right? There's this temple. Why is there a temple? I don't know. Maybe it'll explain in the movie for sure. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, why is there a temple? It's a terrible movie. It's turned into Tomb Raider. I mean, obviously the reason they're going to the temple is because you can clearly see there is indeed eggs. And obviously they're getting the eggs because it'd be way easier than to get it from the mother, who meets up with them pretty quick when she figures out that they're going after her eggs. Now, here's the thing about this Quetzalcoatlus. Why does this feel so small? Like, I thought this was supposed to be the biggest flying reptile. It's so small compared to the other one. Like, I'll put up an image of the other one. The other one was the size of a plane. This one, you know, not very big. They definitely shrunk it down a lot. I feel like that takes away a lot of the scariness from it, though, because the other one, it was so big. And I don't know if this is a lot more accurate, but definitely a lot smaller than the previous design that was in Dominion. For some reason, Black Widow here decides to kick the Quetzalcoatlus, and Dr. Henry gets launched off, and it's up to Scarlet to save him. That's very much like Black Widow. That's definitely an Avenger move. We see a shot of the island, and then here's the next interesting shot. A shot I love. No, I'm sorry. This is the raptor shot. But like I said before, is this the two-headed raptor? It doesn't show it, probably for a reason. But then there's this. Hold on. Let me hide myself real quick. Then there's this. Look at the size of this foot. This is definitely not a regular dinosaur. This is 100% a failed experiment, and we actually get to see a closer look at it later. Now, my question is, you see the size of his foot, right? Keep that in mind. Like, keep this size in mind. And as we continue on here in the trailer, we do get a better look at it here eventually as it plays on through. Yes, you get to see him in there, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our mutant. And can I just say, I love her. I love the design. I love it. I love it so much. It's such a mutant dinosaur looking design. It's also great to see this shot not finally be AI, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. But just the way its head looks like a xenomorph and a rancor combined. You can see it because that's what they said before this trailer release. It was supposed to be a rancor and a xenomorph and a T-Rex combined. You could definitely, I see more xenomorph, but I also, you know, I do see rancor. And you know what I don't see, interesting enough? I don't see eyes. That might be like eyes right here. But the fact that it has no eyes very visible in the design, I think is very terrifying. And I think they nailed this design for a mutant dinosaur. Because this looks absolutely terrifying. And definitely something interesting to point out here. This is a lot smaller feeling than the shot we had before. Like, look at the size of this shot. And then look at the size of it here. This is way smaller than what it put its foot down. So my question is, are there two mutants on this island? A new era of the Jurassic franchise, and I'm loving how it's going. I love this idea. And of course, the great reveal Dilophosaurus is in this film. When I saw this morning, I was like, whoa. We're getting Dilophosaurus again. Now, this could very well be the only scene it shows up in. As a matter of fact, I actually believe that. But the fact that Dilophosaurus in this film really shows me, because Dilophosaurus was definitely, what's the word? Disrespected in the last movie? And then also something interesting to point out here, if you look back here, you can actually see something scaly behind these bushes. And I actually have a theory for this scene. As a matter of fact, this scene is already pretty much been played out in a book. So this scene was actually originally supposed to be in the first Jurassic Park. Steven Spielberg wanted this T-Rex raft scene to be in there. But I guess they just couldn't find a proper area to put it, so they cut it entirely. Steven Spielberg is an executive director still for all the Jurassic movies, really. So pretty much this is going to be here, and that's what this scene's going to be. You see the T-Rex back there. We have the, you know, the river, and it's a sleeping T-Rex. They're supposed to be going past the T-Rex on a raft, not waking it up. And my theory is that this Dilophosaurus here is going to be the thing to wake it up, because this is the same girl in this shot right here, right? So, and then we actually see it's in the exact same area. So there is that scene, and then we actually see the T-Rex in water later. So I think unfortunately this is going to be the only scene with T-Rex, but that's fine if we get the thing. Also, this is a new Rex, right? I mean, obviously it's a new Rex. There's no way Rexy's teleported to Site C, right? And can I say I love the design of this Rex? I love the stripes. Absolutely love the stripes. Love them. And the T-Rex looks great too. Another shot of this mysterious mutant dinosaur, and let me tell you something. When I first saw this, I was thinking Alien, right? This reminds me a lot of the shot from Alien. I think that's why they wanted to add Xenomorph to it, or Xenomorph-like design, because I think they really wanted to make it feel like, you know, a Xenomorph. because it definitely gives out those vibes, right? It's this monstrous figure that could be very intelligent. We don't know. We haven't seen the movie. It could be very dumb, but it could also be very intelligent. But I love this shot. Love this shot so much. It's a very cool shot. Something else to point out that I just noticed was that if you look right here, there are T-Rex arms right here. So this thing's got frontal arms, not just these big giant arms here. Very, very interesting, if you ask me. Very interesting in the design. Also, I don't know about you, but I don't think this guy's gonna be alive after this scene.
Michael! Michael!
Another shot from the T-Rex being in the water, just proving that this is the rat scene. And then one of the biggest and most shocking reveals of this movie, by the way, is that Spinosaurus is making a return. And I'm kind of underwhelmed. All the Spinosauruses, oh, they look great from so far away. And the Mosasaurus is here too, by the way. That's a new Mosasaurus. That's not the one from Jurassic World. But unfortunately, it was too good to be true. They decided to redesign the Spinosaurus, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't like it. There's something about it that just resembles a Baryonyx. I actually have looked up an image of the Jurassic World Baryonyx, and it's pretty close with the snout. It's definitely not Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. It's got a lot more, like, you know, it feels like a shorter snout. It doesn't have that divot that Spinosaurus is kind of known for on that snout. That's gone. Very thick neck, by the way. Everything else kind of past that I kind of like about the Spinosaurus. Like, we kind of see that, we kind of see that right here. Love the new sail. Love the new sail. It's nice and vibrant, like nice and patterned. But just the head, I think, is really, and the neck really also, is what's kind of throwing me off with the Spinosaurus here. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, and we got to reveal the Spinosaurus the day before the shows as well. Vanity Fair put out an article about this and surprised us all with Spinosaurus, so that's why kind of in my reaction, I was kind of like, oh yeah, Spinosaurus, yes. By the way, if you want to check out my reaction, there will be a little card above if you want to check that out. But yeah, not loving the Spinosaurus redesign, but something interesting to note is that they are helping the Spinosaurus here. Because they actually say that in the trailer that the Spinosaurus are working with the Mosasaur, and I'm pretty sure what it is that, like, you know, the Spinosaurus go in, do the dirty work, and then the Mosasaurus eats, and then the Spinosaurus get a fair share. Right, so, and obviously the Mosasaurus doesn't eat them. Another thing I don't like about the Spinosauruses in this is that they feel small. And if we look up ahead, right? If we look up ahead, it's just, they feel so small compared to the, well, I mean, maybe not, because looking at this here, this feels kind of accurate. I guess it's because we don't have that scaling shot. We don't see them compared to a human. But I don't know, the shots that we do have, they feel kind of small. Scarlett Johansson getting a dot, and then we get a new reveal of the Mosasaurus. And gotta say, I love the kind of tanner look on the Mosasaur, and then the white underbelly. And then I'm pretty sure that this snout is different as well. Like this mouth looks different. It's definitely way smaller. But yeah, just definitely loving this. I love it. I still love the blue one, right? Like, I'm not saying the blue one's a bad design, but there's something about this one I like more. And then the trailer ends, Jurassic World Rebirth. And yes, it's coming in theaters in July. So yeah, that's pretty much the trailer. Like I said overall in the beginning, I like the trailer. I think it's a good trailer. I think it's exactly what Jurassic World needs after Dominion. And I'm also excited for the movie. And I like the whole mutant dinosaur thing. It makes sense because, you know, obviously not every experiment was going to be 100%. You know, Dr. Henry Wu wasn't spitting out, you know, perfect genomes of dinosaurs all the time, right? So it makes sense there's just some that just look a little bit wonky, and I'm fully for it, right? Like, I know a lot of people don't like the whole hybrid thing. I personally do like it. I think it makes sense. The Indoraptor, like the idea, the story behind the Indoraptor, maybe not so much. I like the Indoraptor in general, but the kind of story they have, the purpose that they have for the Indoraptor does make it a little, you know, it's not that great, but I still like the Indoraptor a lot. But yeah, hey, that's gonna wrap it up here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And if you're excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, definitely let me know. I put up a poll earlier, and it seems like a lot of people think this trailer was great and are very excited for this film. But like I said, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.